So I've already done those things, okay? I'm going to pretend I haven't done the other things, although I have, but so I can show you guys. So let's go over to my Facebook. Screen share. Tell me if this, can you see my, or no?
No.
Okay. I know, I'll figure this out. Can you now?
Yes.
Can you see my computer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay, okay. So what's the first thing we're going to do when we go to our Facebook? Because this really stumps people, are like, and I still have moments I'm like, I don't know what to do. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete this person that tagged me in something that they're trying to sell. And if you see things like that, get it off your wall because it doesn't look good. And our wall is our storefront. So you guys can see my screen?
Yes.
Good. You always want to do business building activity first. First and foremost, I'm inviting. So right away, let's get going. You guys can do this with me. I want you doing this with me. I'm going to go to a couple pictures of mine. Let's see, like I posted this video today, got a couple likes on that. Maybe I haven't time to go back and see who liked it. So I'm going to scroll down and see if there's anybody new that's liked this. And I do see someone new, you know, because you got to see, could be coaches, whatever. So Shannon Russell, I do not know her, but she looks like she could be a coach. So I'm going to feel it out first. So you're going to go through her photos. Maybe she's not a coach. All right, super excited. Nope, she is. Dang. So she is, it looks like she is a coach. So I'm not going to obviously invite her. So I'm going to go back down, and this is the purpose of your post. You are posting 3 to 8 times a day, depending on your goals, of value. So what does that mean when I say of value? You're sharing your nutrition, you're sharing your fitness, you're sharing of value. You're not, you know, you're truly, your Facebook is your storefront. So you don't want links on there. You don't want people selling you stuff. And if you're kind of like in a law where you haven't really posted much of value, you're probably lacking in personal development. So I do have someone new here. Very exciting when I get someone new. And that's why when people say, I don't know, you know, you'll never run out of people. God will always provide people to help. But I'm going to show you how to be consistent there too. So Jessica, so I am a straight shooter. It works for me. I really don't hold back, but maybe you're not at that point yet, and that's okay. So go through some of their pictures and find a common ground. We both have kids.
Yeah. Oops,
Question? So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going through some of her photos and liking them. We both have 3 kids. She lives in California, and I'm going to straight up shoot a invite. So this is what I'm going to say. Hey there, Jessica, smiley face. I know this is rather random. However, I am sincerely passionate for what I do as a coach. I am not sure that you are going for any health or fit goals, but if so, I would love, capital letters, to share with you my accountability groups I run and what I do as a coach. Look forward to chatting with you, Jessica. Alex. Okay. So a few things I did here, and I've trial and error with inviting. I always use their name. It's like comforting to people instead of just saying, hey girl. You know, when I like, if I were to, you know, just always make it like about how you feel. If I were to go through and someone were to just like not be personal with me, I would just feel like they're trying to sell me something. I always use the word passionate because I am passionate about what I do. So it's like I want them to feel that from me through an invite. I use smiley faces to just kind of keep it cash. And I emphasize some words, capitalize the words love. I say open instead of interested because interested sounds salesy. And I try to use their name as many times as I can in that invite. So I'm going to do that with whatever your goal is. Mine is 10 a day because I'm not at my Success Club goal. So 10 people I'm going to do that with and follow up with some people. Does anyone have any questions before moving on to what I would do next? No? I really feel like with inviting, when I play around with some words, it's helped me at least get them. Okay, so the goal here, you don't want to get caught up in the outcome. They're not going to write you back and be like, yeah, I want to buy a challenge pack from you. It doesn't happen like that. The goal is to get them to talk to you at all. It's just to start that conversation and get them to talk to you at all. You want to be starting more and more and more conversations, liking, commenting, depositing on people's stuff. That is a part of your business laser focused activity. So, oh, I lost my screen. Do you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we see it.
So up here, you see where there's notifications? You're ignoring this in your power hour. Ignoring. You don't care what anyone else is doing. You are laser focused to invites and follow-ups. Once I do 10 of those, because that's my personal goal, you want your actions to line up with your goals. Guys, if you're striving for Success Club 5, if you're not doing this with 3 to 5 new people a day, it's not going to happen, okay? And remember, we're down on our list 3 things. Also, what you want to do is add new people. So I'm going to go maybe over to somebody's page. I don't know. Let me just randomly pick somebody. That part gets harder as you get so many people, but I just added like 3 new friends today. So maybe to your sisters or friends. You obviously don't want to do coaches or teammates, but to someone, and just start building your network. That has been huge for me, that you add 3 to 5 new people a day. I just add them now because like I know what I'm, people know what I'm about and what I care about, so I don't care. But you could be like, thank you for requesting my friendship. Go right in to share what you're passionate about, wherever you're comfortable there. So adding 3 to 5 new people every single day. It's so easy to skip this step. And then you're like, oh, I'm only at 50 friends. Well, that's because you're not consistent here. Again, it's consistency. You have to be consistent and see how important your posts are all day. Let's say you work full time and you're doing these invites at night. Well, if you haven't posted all day or once, you're limiting yourself to who you can talk to. And this is always about more conversations. It's like Monica says, if you wake up in the morning and your inbox is empty, you're not doing your job as a coach because you're not doing that vital behavior. We know Success Club is the most important thing. So this is where this is 90% of your business after your personal development. It's just talking to people, inviting people, following up with people every single day. If you're doing it every single day, there's no way not to reach your goal. Once I do that, now if I get into a conversation with someone, that's it. That's where I am. That they get all my attention. Once all of that is done, I'm going to go into my team page. I already have mapped out what I wanted to put in there for value. I'm going to check into my challenge groups. But quickly, I see a lot of coaches in challenge groups too long. I'm going to scroll through, kind of see who did it, who didn't, and then that will give you some insight into who to reach out to and see how they're doing and connect with them, because this is the bread and butter of our business. And see, what can happen sometimes is Facebook will pop up people you may know. I just add them now. I don't even care, which is why I end up with strippers on my page, but I'll deal with it later. I mean, if they look really crazy, I won't, and I don't add men. So I just kind of wing it and let the Holy Spirit guide me to who is not going to be crazy. Check into my groups, check into my challenge groups, and literally you could just spend 1 hour doing this. You can do this when we get off the call right now, and you will have done your power hour. Like, it's that simple. I've now checked off. I invited 3 people. I posted 3 times on social media, and I went outside my comfort zone. Now, this is the point. I'm going to go over to my posts for today. All of these posts are not outside my comfort zone. I would post these no problem for me. So I know that where I need to do either tonight or tomorrow is get uncomfortable, which means I need to share something that's hard to share, which means I need to think about something that I don't really even like admitting to myself, and I need to share it. That's what's going to get you to connect to your niche market and talk to people. But like Mon says, done is better than perfect. If maybe you don't have a deep day, probably means you need to do more personal development, but it's just one day. But you still have to post 3 to 5 times a day, minimally. Consistency, everything. So I'm going to make it. Any questions? That was quick. See how quick that can be? Any questions on an area maybe you're struggling with, or a power hour? I hear time and time again, I'm overwhelmed, this and that. So let's hear it and let me help you there.
I think it's good. I think you nailed it. I think you covered a lot of stuff. I like how you made it simple. You know, like, I like that you say you're not big on scripts because you have them in your head. You know what I mean? So, like, I think people need to stop overthinking the invite, because I'm sure a lot of, like, you, when you message that girl, sound exactly like that, kind of, if you don't really know them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think people overthink that. Like, we all have scripts in our head. Just do it.
Just do it. And if you need a script as a brand new coach, like Mon says, use a script. Use a script.
I put them in our team page. I'm huge on scripts.
Personalize it a little bit, but use a script. Here's the thing. It is your job to invite every single day. You don't go to bed till you invite. You cannot, your actions have to meet up with your goals. If you are telling me that you want to hit Success Club 5 and you're going 1 day in 30 days without inviting, you do not want to hit Success Club 5, because you won't. That's how serious I am about consistency. Inviting is your job. It's every single day. Just do it. It's like ripping a Band-Aid off. Nothing's going to happen in your business unless you're doing it. Another thing I see coaches doing is they're like, oh, well, my friend, she's really interested this month. She's definitely going to sign up as a coach in order. No. Never. Leave your business up to anybody but you. I don't care if it's your sister. Right now, my brother-in-law says he's signing up as a coach. He is not my Success Club this month. I don't count on anyone anyhow, ever. It is an urgency I am rushing after, talking to as many people as I can to cover all bases to ensure that I do not end up short from the goal. That's what it's really about. So don't get caught up in one or two people. Follow up with them. Keep posting so they keep watching you, but never give your power to someone else. You have to just talk to more people. And that's going to happen with that consistency. So if you go 3 days and you never invited and you never added 3 new people to your network, that is a big deal. I started Facebook with 44 friends, guys. Now I have 5,000. I don't have 5,000 friends. 5,000 people do not like me. It's me adding 3 people every day like it's my job, because it is. So don't overthink that either. People you know will hop up, get on your sisters, get on a friend's, and just add people. If you're working from a like page, it's a little different, and I'm trying to make that transition. So I'm going to let Monica give some advice on that area. If you're working from your personal page still now, it is consistency and that daily adding.
I would say in your like page in the beginning, if you're not doing Jesse's group and you're not getting like 50 new likes a day, say you're only getting like 10 to 15, you need to friend request all those people. Friend request all those people, and they liked your like page. So I would straight up send them something along the lines of what Alex wrote. But here's the thing. I will send it when I send them an invite to be my friend. And then once they accept my friend request, I resend it because they don't always see it. And what do I care if they see it twice? Now, if you're getting like 50 likes a day, you can't friend request all those people. So what I've been focusing more on is so much my avatar. Not that I want to be judgmental towards people, but you can only invite, once you start inviting like 10 to 15 people a day, you will get put in Facebook jail. They'll give you a warning. So I try to more so look at the people that if someone comments on something on my fitness page, oh yeah, I start a conversation right then. I don't waste a friend request. You can start conversation directly on your like page if they comment on any of your photos. So I will waste my likes on someone that only likes something of mine that looks like my avatar, and just building those relationships, because most of your yeses, at least for me, many months ago, like the power I feel like is in the follow-up, not the first second, but maybe like the 10th or 12th.
Yeah, totally. You can get really lucky once in a blue moon, and I do mean that, and a new invite could work out for you.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I always talk about a push goal and working really, really hard in the beginning of the month, because usually that's the people I've invited before and I'm following up with them and they were on the fence. Those are the people that it's now time to do whatever it takes, get creative, offer them a cookbook, offer them a Shakeology cup, whatever it takes to seal the deal and get your 3 to 5 people in the next group. So like our group is starting May 23rd. This is the week. This is the week of sealing the deal of the people that you had those conversations with. You got to be doing this activity first. You shouldn't be looking around, looking at notifications in the team page, nothing. That is important, but it comes after you've done your invites. You have to just make it like when I was a new coach, I just didn't go to sleep till I invited 5 people. It didn't matter if I was like this. I just did it. Because once you create those habits, it does get easier. You don't even feel complete until you know that you've done what you know works. So, yeah, like I said, Clay and I were talking last night, and it's easy to say you want something, but like to actually really have it, you have to do it. And I know that sounds like common sense, but not really. Like, I want to hit Success Club 10, but Success Club 10 requires that you're inviting so many people each day. It requires that you're posting so many times a day. It requires that you're really sharing your story, being vulnerable. It requires sacrifice. Like, I don't know. I don't want to get in preach mode, but it's hard for me not to, because I feel like right now that coaches are like, I want this, but like, are you doing the behaviors that it takes to get it? Because if you're really doing those behaviors, you will have it. But there's sacrifice. I posted that thing, Scotty Hobbs. I hope you guys don't look at that stuff and you're like, that's awesome for Scotty Hobbs. I want you to look at that and be like, why not me? But Scotty Hobbs gave up a lot of stuff in his life, in the beginning of his life, to have a life today. And let me tell you, it's worth it. Beginning of his business, he quit his softball league. He never watched a TV show. He didn't watch movies. He grinded. He used to sleep in his car. He was so exhausted. And me and Monica have been there. We have been there. We have been so tired from girl bossing at night that we are really tired. And it's what you're willing to do to have later. Like if your goal is to make $200 to $300 a week to stay home with your child, I hope you're that tired right now. I mean, and you can take that or leave it, but you should be, because your goal and your why and your child is worth it. It's not just going to fall in your lap. It is going to take grind and hustle and work, really, really work, and talking to more people and really, really being consistent. So yeah. And a lot of new coaches, I feel like they're saying, I don't know anyone. It's just a limited mindset. The more you pour into personal development, you will not feel that way. We don't ever know anybody. I go into every month a lot of the times and I still freak out. I'll say to Monica, oh my God, I don't have anybody. Like, I don't like that feeling. Everyone believes in something different, but for me, I really give this business to God. I pray every single morning. I ask him, what does he want? Who does he want me to help? A lot of the times it's not the person that was in my mind. A lot of the time, and I know this sounds crazy, but I'll be on Facebook and I'll be talking to someone and names will pop up. Does this happen to anyone else? Or someone that like from way back will like something of mine, or I'll think of something. And I do believe that's the Holy Spirit guiding you. I really, really do. And I'll stop what I'm doing and I'll go over to that person. And I truly believe in my soul that that's who God wants me to help this month. And usually that's the person. That's the person. So like opening yourself up to like, who are you really supposed to be helping, instead of making it about, I gotta get, me. You'll never be able to see who that person is. So, I wrote out a thing that, let's just say your goal is Success Club 5. Then minimally right now you have to be, because now we're already in the second week. This is how this works in this business. You're looking at inviting 5 to 10 people a day right now, and posting realistically 5 to 6 times a day of value. You want to be doing a minimum hour of personal development, and then you want to really zone in on your own health and fitness goals. A lot of the time, I think you can get caught up in the business and forget about that. But people are watching and people are smart. If you've fallen off or you haven't had a lot of progression in your own health and fitness, it's time to like take that step back and set your goals again. Like, what are your personal goals? On my tracker up here on my board, which is another thing you've got to be tracking. You can do it on your own, or you can print out the business tracker in our team files, but you have to be tracking. It's just too easy to get lost. But you can, every day I have on a scale from 1 to 5, how is my nutrition? I mean, there's no lying to yourself. And there are days it's like 2, like I'm not happy about it. So it's an eyeball for me to be like, where is the focus need to be? Yeah, overthinking. I'm just reading your comment, Lise.
Yeah, I tend to think Lacey overthinks it. I do not change my thing every single month. I don't have the time to do that.
Your invite?
Yeah, well, like my scripts, I mean, I'll change it towards each person, but I'm pretty much saying like the same thing as far as yeah, like my invite. I don't change how really can you? It's pretty much
Oh,
like the same
I've
thing.
never even thought that in my head. So what that leads me
Yeah.
to believe is that, yeah, you're totally overthinking it. You just got to talk to people like they're your best friend. I mean, every single month, I'll give an example of inviting Kelly. I'd be like, "You ready?" I'm getting to a point now. I'm like, "You ready?"
Hmm.
Where I have to take a step back and be like, "Okay, I need to like," because I really care, but it really just comes down to if they're going to be ready. So you're overthinking it. Like as a newer coach, I'm doing this. Like I am passionate. Shakeology has done this and this. It's sharing your experience. That's why being a product of the product is so important. If I've gone a week where I'm not eating right and I'm not working out, I can't invite anybody. I can't. I got nothing. I have nothing. I'm not passionate about it because I'm not doing it. So if you have a day where you're like on it or you're like seeing results, you're like, dang, this works. You're going to be able to invite. It's not even going to be a problem. So make sure that
Uh-huh.
that's not the problem first.
Oh, that is so true. Alex and I always talk about I'm doing a 3-day refresh day, killing it.
Yeah.
I'm just so excited. I
When I
did a
do a cleanse,
video.
I will
Mhm.
smash Success Club because I'm on high frequency. When we talk about high frequency in the Diamond Group, high frequency is your confidence level. And when you stay on that high frequency, people feel it, and people have a hard time saying no to people up here
Mhm.
because they're acting like they know their stuff. But we can't just act like it. We have to know our stuff. And how you're going to know your stuff is to be your stuff. That's why we talk about this is not sales. This is a lifestyle. You have to live it. And I mean, really live it to share it.
Mhm.
You have to be doing personal development. If you're, let's just right now, if you're right now at Success Club Zero, something's missing. Something's missing. It's consistency, it's personal development, it's invites, it's maybe what you didn't do last month, something, unless you're brand new coach this month. Figure out what that something is and just do it right now. Just start today. It's Monday, it's fresh, it's a fresh week. Um, I'm obsessed with the leadership ladder right now. I'm going to be doing it on the team call. I'm obsessed with it because it's so much easier to be like, this is all you have to do to earn $300 to $400 a week. When you can like break it down that way, you're like, dang, it will motivate you guys to get you going. So I'm making my own leadership ladder slides and like showing you guys exactly where you need to be, what you need to be doing to get to that next level of income. Like for me, I know exactly what has to happen in my business to meet a certain rank, to meet a certain income goal. Isn't that exciting? I'm jacked up about it. If you haven't watched that video I posted of what's her name?
Brittany, look at.
Yes, it's so simple. It's very exciting. Um, but yeah, I mean, Success Club has to happen. It doesn't matter what you have to do, how many people you have to talk to. And yeah, you have to sacrifice. I mean, I just sacrifice until I reach it. I come up for air once I do it. So our team goal really is for our whole downline to be business builder. You could be business builder tonight. I'm serious with you guys. It's signing 2 coaches, one on your left, one on your right. Grab a friend, grab a husband, see ya. Announce you on Thursday. You're probably overthinking that too. Just do it. It's a decision. And you'll probably get some Success Club points for it. Right? You got to take a leap. You guys, if you've been a coach for a while and you haven't signed up your husband, you're not there yet. You haven't made a decision that you're going to make this, that you're going to do this, that you're going to make it work. And if you haven't made that decision, I'm just coming at you real here. How can anyone else come along with you? What are they coming along to? Your kind of belief that this is something that can work. I'm here to tell you it is something that can work. It is working. but you have to believe that, and you have to take those first steps. Like when Kelly Baker signed her husband, she was nervous. She didn't know nothing. She just trusted what I was telling her. There is a trust process. There is vitals that you just have to leap and do it. You guys can sign up spouses and husbands without even them being on Shakeology. They just have to have 53 PB. So you want to be trying the other things in Beachbody, which you want to be anyway, because you need to know your products to sell them. I don't know about you guys, but who's living without pre-workout? If you are, you cray.
That's just wrong. You shouldn't even be on this team.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not. I seriously, I might have to come up with a form to know who is taking that and who isn't, because I'm not sure me and Monica are the coaches for you if you're not. We take that to work.
Oh, yeah. E&E. E&E, what's that? That's just to work it. I take that every night at 7 o'clock.
It's PV. I think you get
32 or 30 or something like that. Yeah. Let me tell you, Energize and E&E is enough. You got it. It's $85 a month with shipping
if you
and everything.
Sign up your husband with two things
plus the coaching fee
anyway, you are halfway to Emerald. If you're a coach on here that already has a coach, come on now. You just haven't made the decision. Make it, because it's our team goal and we're doing it. And you have to make a decision to just be all in. So I hope I helped you guys with your power hour. We only have 6 minutes, but I shared this on the Getting Started Right. And for those that weren't there, it really did sink in when Clay said this to me last night. As someone working at 7-Eleven could work 40 to 50 hours a week and make $24,000 in a year. That's 40 hours a week from their family, from their child. I don't get how we can look at this business and think 3 hours is a lot. It's not. It's 3 hours that you could work a business and make $60,000 to $70,000 a year if you gave that this. And you could do whatever you want. Be with your kid whenever you say, but you can't do everything. Maybe it's that dinner on Friday night. I don't know what it is for you. I don't know. A big portion of this business is work ethic. I don't do things until I reach Success Club, which is why I reach it. I just don't. I don't go places. I don't. And I remember when, me and Monica first started, she was going to go for coffee. And this is why you need a Success Club partner, which I'm going to tap on that. And she was at Success Club 0. I'm like, what?
I wasn't at 0. I just wasn't at Success Club yet.
It was the beginning of the month. Like, I think we both were.
Yeah, it was totally towards the end of the month. But
she didn't want to go for coffee was the bigger point. It's a part of personal development. She wanted to really stay home and work and reach her goal, but she didn't know how to tell this person. So a lot of the time, I think as women, we don't know how to say no to what, if it's not going to move your business forward and give you freedom, it's no. It's why I lost friends. Why can't you come to my birthday party and eat cake? Because I want to have a nicer ass than you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I have goals. You have to have your goals in front of you. You are the example and you make your life what you want it to be. You can't be afraid to offend people. The people that love you, they're going to stick by you and they're going to be like, okay, like, you're doing this. And if you haven't had that conversation too with your spouse, like, Clay totally knows what I have to do. And the other thing about that is ask yourself how you're going to feel if you don't reach your goal. So if you have a goal of helping 3 people and you don't help 3 people, how does it make you feel when you know that you're capable of doing it? I'll ask Kelly because she didn't reach Success Club last month. We're going to hear from her how that made her feel because she knows what she's capable of. You're muted.
I know. I'm trying to get my screen bigger.
Oh.
Because I was working. I thought that's what we were doing, working, no?
Well, I ran through to tell you guys what to do, but it's hard to do when we're on it. But yes, as soon as we got 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much all I do in my power hour. Like, that's it.
That was great. Loved it. hated it. Hated not reaching Success Club. Still, I'm getting over it slowly, but
No, you have to get over it.
I'm kidding. I'm over it, but it was really, really annoying.
And you know, I think for that, like, that's kind of how what I ask myself, like, how am I going to feel if I don't do what I know I'm capable of doing? It just doesn't feel good. And then I'm not the mom I want to be, the wife I want to be. It affects like everywhere. So just kind of have to do what is hard to have it easy. You know, and it doesn't always happen fast. Sometimes it will take the whole month to reach Success Club. It's okay. Like, I want balance for you guys. But if you're not being consistent, you know, if you're going to bed or you're watching that movie before you've invited your 3 to 5 people, then you're really not progressing towards your goal. Do that and then take a break. Absolutely take breaks. Take breathers. I take breaks all the time. I can't sit still. I'm a very hyper person. I shut this baby down. I go do a workout. I spend time with my kiddos. Like, it's not just about a grind. It's definitely about balance, and you want to show balance on your social media, but there are sacrifices made. So you just have to figure out like what you're willing to sacrifice and what you're not, and then go from there. But yeah, I mean, that is really all I do in my power hour. And if you're doing that consistently, that's all you guys need to do. And we're probably just really overthinking it. But now that we know what we can do on Sunday nights when we do this, now we'll just go into this. We'll just do it. We'll knock out 3 to 5 invites, whatever that is for you and your goal, and add 3 people. Just work off our list, you know, just work. And so now we like know what we're doing. Follow-ups are going to come into a huge play right now because we are getting closer to our challenge group if you're adding people to mine. And we want to seal the deal. And I'm not at my goal yet either. So I'm there with you guys. I'm in the trenches. I'm inviting, I'm talking, and I just look at the opportunity, not the obligation. I want to help people. That's what my purpose is. I enjoy it. And it's a process, and it takes time, and it takes a lot of heart. But if you're willing to do that, it's going to happen, and it's worth it. So I'll let you guys go, and I'll see you Wednesday night, everyone. It's going to be a real teaching call, not preaching. I really want to explain the leadership ladder to everyone so you can know exactly where you are to where you want to go in your income, where you want to see, where you want to be. It really helps to just keep going over it and breaking it down. And I know if it helps me, it's going to help someone else because I struggle there and I find this a lot simpler. Okay? Have an awesome night.